Well, this should be the day the head comes off in the oil pan. I just now got behind the head and got the fuel lines off of that fitting right there. I'm going to go ahead and take that fitting off the back of the head so that we have a little bit more room to work with pulling the thing out. And I don't know, I might pull these fittings off too, especially that temperature sensor, so I don't break it. That temperature sensor goes to the computer, and if you're don't have it bypassed, not with wiring, but with on the computer, if you don't have somebody hook up a computer to your computer and bypass this thing will shut your engine down. I had mine bypassed. I'd rather shut it down myself when it starts getting hot. And there's a hose under the head right there. It's a cooling hose, goes to the air compressor, keep the head cool on the air compressor. That has to come off, and I just got to go around and around and make sure I've got everything off. I haven't taken this head off before, so I got to look and see what else I can find. Then I'm going to go ahead and zip these head bolts out and bring the excavator over here and get ready to pull it out. I got everything clear on the driver's side, and over here on the passenger side, I'm hunting. I'm trying to get away with leaving the exhaust manifold up here because that's a lot of extra work to take it off and more chances of breaking something else that has to be fixed. Hoping there's no other pieces or bolts that I can't see. I think we are ready to pull this head, except for the head bolts. I haven't pulled those out yet. I zipped most of these head bolts out with the impact. One thing that's bugging me, of course it had nothing to do with the piston coming apart, but it's just one more thing about the shop that I took it to. I guess I can't really say which shop it is. They're too well known. To change the head when it had around 800 and something, 860 I think, thousand miles, and the injector cups started leaking and allowing antifreeze and fuel to mix together a few years back. Anyway, I got I think 7 bolts that did not come out with the impact. Some of these bolts that came out with the impact came out pretty quick. Some of them had to hammer a little bit, but they were turning, and so I kept hammering, and then they zipped out, and then there's a number of them that won't come out at all. Now, all of those are in the middle row. Now, either this is telling me that, I don't know for sure, but I'm kind of guessing that they did not re-torque these bolts. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to re-torque these bolts. I know you're supposed to change the bolts, put new ones in. If they did not re-torque them, then that would be a reason why some of these bolts are tighter than others, and another reason is maybe the head's warped. I hope not. I don't think so. If it just being the bolts in the middle, I don't think that would be a sign of warped head, but we'll find out. Here's another plug for Craftsman sockets. I'll never buy another one. I'm not even going to go back for the guarantee. Yeah, the end of it mushroomed. Didn't even crack. It just mushroomed and swelled out of shape, and now it's slipping. So I gotta go find another 12.16 millimeter socket. Probably Harbor Freight be better than Craftsman. Don't know if I did right or wrong, but I did what we do on cars. I did hammer a screwdriver in. I found a place where I can wedge through the gasket and hammer a screwdriver in between the head and the block. And it did lift up, so I think it's loose. Got a chain bolted onto the top, and I'm gonna swing the excavator around the top over here. We're going to put another chain on the bucket and lift this up out of there, I hope. I want to get it over towards you a little bit. You out of the way? You know what we need to do? Loop it around, I think. Well, then it might We might need to shorten the chain a bit. Want me to lower it down so you can see what you're doing there? Let's see if we can do it some more. Or you think it ought to go through the first set of teeth instead of the second set? You know what, when this thing goes up, the bucket's going to be tipping down a little bit, so we got to watch for that. I can't see where it's going down to because of I can't see through the water tank. Towards me? Huh? Yeah. Don't let me knock you off of there. Are you all right? Should it come back towards you any? Is it going to catch anything? Huh? Towards the front of the truck? Yeah. Watch your head. Yeah, but it's not going to go forward anymore because the plow's up against the tire.
You need to go this way about this much. Okay, but lift it up.
I gotta have a look at something. See, I can't tilt the bucket anymore.
Okay, but you can go that way.
Well, we gotta make sure that reservoir is not gonna get broken. Should I move it back some more while you're straightening it out like that?
Okay, now go straight towards you.
Let's do it like that and then roll the thing over on its side. I want to see what it looks like under there. Well, we got that head off, and here are our cylinders. Number one is on top dead center for firing. Well, it doesn't matter on the block, but the camshaft is in that position for the timing gear. And then the rest of these are down. Now number two is down. It's number two there, it's down. And number five should be in the same position, but number five is up here and it's got a hole in it. And we don't know just how much damage happened down there yet. We're going to look in there and find out though. Here's the head on the ground, and sorry about the wind noise. The weather is terrible today. Blue skies, but very windy and very cold. And here is what happened. We dropped a valve, and I took pictures, still pictures with my phone, and sent them to the machine shop, and they said they want to see the head. They are pretty sure they can do something with it. But we've got this gouged out area right here that I'm concerned about. We can take a Dremel tool and clean up some of those places to eliminate hot spots, but he thinks he can fix that. So from the pictures that I sent him to his smartphone, right now I've got to take all these fittings off, sensors and stuff like that, get this thing loaded up in a pickup truck and get it over there. And here we are on the top. Here's the one that came apart. So that lower half of the piston is still assembled there, and that still goes up and down, and it's not hitting anything, so I don't see any reason why I can't go on ahead and just do a regular in-frame rebuild on this motor. There's no reason for that. Absolutely no ring ridge up here at all. In fact, I think I could still see some crosshatch in there. That's unbelievable with 1.5 million miles. Here is the top of the piston that came off. That's the bottom side of it. The rings. And the top side, of course, it's got a hole in it where a valve punched through it. Down here underneath, of course, got the oil pan off. Nothing special about taking the bolts out on that, just take them out. They were 15 millimeter right above my axle. I had to use the impact without the extension, and then the rest of them I used the extension on it. Some people take the oil pump and strainer off to finish pulling the pan, and I'm going to try to just jack up the truck a little bit. Not that I'm against taking that off, but might give me more room to work anyway, because I'm just running out of room here, hitting that. I'm sliding it forward on the ground here. If I was a little higher off the ground, I might be able to just pull that right off. I'm not going to get much video out here doing this today. The weather's terrible. It's sunshine, it's the only good thing, but it is cold and extremely windy. So I'm going to jack this thing up, see if we can get this pan out of here.